you have those few things, for sure, your decision-making of who to marry and when to marry changes drastically, and without ever needing to live with them, without ever needing to touch their finger even. Well, actually, believe it or not, if a person lives together with a woman before marriage, they're also not going to find out. Why? While you're dating, you're not going to be the same thing as marriage. And in fact, people are lying to each other, thinking that they need to be intimate or living together in order to know each other. The way to get to know each other, and what I mean when I say they have the same ideology, does not require more than just a few conversations. A few conversations where, number one, in the beginning, you ask them about ideology is referring to not who they're voting for, not whether they are right or left wing. Ideology means their belief and practices according to the Torah. Who is the rabbi you listen to? Oh, I don't listen to any rabbis except my rabbi in a shul. So, what does does he have any lectures online? Does he have any books? No, he just gives lectures once a week and Shabbat. So what do you do the rest of the week for Torah? Oh no, I don't learn Torah the rest of the week. Already that gave you a significant amount of information. That she is not vested into the Torah. She's not really interested in Torah. Torah is more of entertainment for her than it is a lifestyle for her. Why? If her whole life is only going to be an hour a week of Torah on Shabbat, that happens to be, coincidentally when she's there with her family, that means she's only religious by circumstance, not by belief. But if she tells you, no, I listen to Rabbi XYZ. How often do you listen to him? Oh, I listen to him every day. Well, now if you're familiar with the rabbi, that's also going to give you an idea, a painting. Like anywhere it says, I listen to Rabbi Yaron Reuven, people get somewhat of an understanding, this person likes Musar, this person likes, truth, so on. They like me or don't like me, they know that's the genre, if you will. That's the genre. On the other hand, if you tell them other names, they'll tell you, this one likes, other things that are not that. So if she tells you, I listen to this guy every single day, and you're familiar with the person, that's going to give you a certain amount of information of what is her ideology. What is our ideology? Who do you ask questions? If you have a question about halacha, I look for it in the book. Okay, that's a very serious problem. What do you mean you look for it in the book? Who made you a posek? Who made you a rabbi? You don't have a rabbi? I don't know, I have a rabbi. I call him when I have questions. Oh yeah, which one? Who's the rabbi? Oh, he's the local rabbi here. Okay. To give you more information. It means that if she calls the rabbi every time she has a question, that means she has a connection to a rabbi. That's positive information. But again, all of these types of questions of ideology have to do with how does she or he practice the life of Torah. Are they a robot? Are they a human? Are they following because they have to? Because that's the family they live in, and if they left everything, they get thrown out of the house? Or are they following because they want to? Are they passionate about Torah and mitzvot and building a Jewish life? Or are they really more interested in watching Netflix and Hulu and HBO and Primetime TV Network and Oprah Winfrey and the rest of the zonot that's on TV pretending to help people? What is she or he interested in? Is she interested in being like a Goya or a Jew? Because sometimes people, I want to be a Jew while acting like a Goy that watches Hulu and Bulu and plays video games and spends virtually no time whatsoever learning Torah. When are they religious? During the holidays. If you know that this is the way the person is, that's a whole lot of information from you. Now, once a person has this information about ideology, that's already half their, that's enough to make a decision. Chemistry, maybe 5 minutes. But decide whether this person has any chemistry with you or not. It'll develop or not, but nonetheless, 5 minutes you'll know whether there's some type of chemistry. If she's disgusting in your eyes, if you're beautiful in your eyes, some people, they look beautiful. I had one student told me, listen, she's beautiful, she's amazing, she's this, she's that. Okay, great. Baruch Hashem, chemistry. First meeting, wow, she's great, she's wonderful, she's great, great, wow. Okay. 3, 4, 5 meetings. 6th meeting, oh, Baruch Hashem, Hashem saved me from this woman. I can't, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. What happened? Oh, listen, the truth came out. She has horrible midot. She yells everybody. She's this, she this, she this. Okay, so it took a few meetings to get to where, how are you now how do you get to that? How did you get to that? One of the things that I recommend to people that ask me for guidance on Shidduchim is the following. After you have identified this person, you have chemistry with this person. You've identified that you have similar ideology. And you guys are very serious. You're thinking, you've gone out several times. It's continuously growing and getting better and better. After you've gone on several dates, of course, there's no physicality, there's no intimacy or anything like that. It's all kosher dating and so on. At some point, after those couple of dates, tell you, okay, now it's time to play house. What does playing house mean? Have a conversation about what is life going to look like the day after the wedding. When do we wake up? Who takes out the garbage? How many kids are we going to have? Who's going to work? When am I going to learn? When am I not going to learn? Are we going to have a TV in the house? Are we going to have a phone in the house? Are we have cell phones? Do we have any... play house. Play house. Now, once you play house, when you start that conversation can go on for 5 years. Why? Because life goes on. Oh, I want to have 2 kids. Oh, why only 2 kids? No, listen, I think it's enough. I only grew up with 1 sister. That's enough for me. I only want 2 kids. If the guy says, no, but I want 4 kids. Now, does that mean you break the Shidduch? No. So listen, are you open to more? Or you think that under no condition whatsoever to? Oh, I don't know. Okay, already over there, that's enough of an answer. That means that she has no, she thinks 2 kids is what she wants. If you make her happy enough, she'll want 50. She's healthy enough, she'll want more. If you make her miserable, she's not even going to want 1. She's going to regret that she ever met you. So sometimes a person needs to know. You can't take every answer so the end of the world. But you play house. You play house, and you start discussing how life is going to look like the day after the wedding. And because that's when life gets real. Before the wedding, it's all fantasy. Oh, who's going to pay for the dress? Who's going to get the ring? Who's going to get the cake? Who's going to get to this? It's all fantasy. It's all big fantasy. Life starts day after the wedding. Oh, where are we going to live? How often are we going to go to your parents every Shabbat? How often are we going to go to your parents? What if I don't want to go there? What if I don't like it? Can we just go once a month? Can we go once a year? Can we move away to a different country? If I get an opportunity at work to move to a different country, would you come with me? All of these questions, you play house, and you realize where you both stand, what life you want, what life they have. And now you see how you apply the similar ideologies that you have to your life. Because even though you may have similar ideologies, that still doesn't mean that you're going to tell each other, where's the red line? Where's the red line? You have those few things, for sure. Your decision-making of who to marry and when to marry changes drastically. And without ever needing to live with them, without ever needing to touch their finger even. Why? Through this process, you know more than most married men know about their own wives. And she will know more than most married women about their husband. Why? Because it's a conversation. Conversation without intimacy is much clearer, much more honest. Once intimacy gets into play, he's now answering, wait, if I don't answer the way she likes, she's not going to give me. If I answer what he doesn't like, he's not going to give me. So once there's intimacy that's in there, it taints the answers. But so long as there's nothing, I can talk to him the way I want. Why? He doesn't like it, I can leave. There's no breaking heart, there's no nothing. He's never touched me, I never touched him, nothing. So it's, even though some people make a big deal out of it, that the Shidduch broke off and so on, in reality it's no big deal. It may be a big deal to them, but it's not a real big deal to the neshama and so on, because there wasn't anything consummated. We are meant to be a light unto the nations, not to follow their misguided practices. Remember, every Jew has to remember that he's a Jew and she's a Jew. We don't celebrate non-Jewish holidays, even if they seem harmless. It's a zilzul, disrespect to the Torah, and could lead to Chilul Hashem, desecration of God's name. Stick to our holy Torah and our own holidays. That's the path of a true Jew.